Hey everybody, Scott from Leaving Weakness again here, doing another product unboxing video and somewhat of a review here. So, what I've got today here is a package that I have ordered from a company called CHEMYO. So some of their labels cut off here, but CHEMYO LLC from Whitehall, Ohio, and I have blacked out my information on here because the world's crazy and full of crazy people. So, what we're going to do is do a opening video here. I've never ordered anything from this company. This is a new company that I am working with, and this is just the unboxing video, and I'm going to really get into the quality of the products here from what I can see just from a visual and experimental standpoint in a lab setting, and go over my thoughts about this. Now, I have never touched one of this company's products before. I don't really know what to expect here. I'm doing this the same way that you would do this if you bought something from this company. So let's see what we got here. Now, I will tell you, CHEMYO has been around forever. I know that they have a really good reputation. On their website, they have some very, very impressive quality control. Every batch that they put out, I mean, they post the third-party testing along with a information on the testing on which lab, which if you go on their website, they use SNN Labs in California, which is a really well-known testing facility. They've been around forever, and they put their customer information and everything, so you could even, if you're really skeptical, I mean, you could theoretically call SNN Labs and probably ask, you know, that you're wanting to verify that this is a customer there. So don't know if that will work, but I mean, they're definitely doing their due diligence from everything that I can see here. Now, I ordered about $300 worth of product from this company, and let's see what's in here. Now, some of you are probably thinking, God damn, $300 for such a small package. Well, I mean, the nature of these compounds can get kind of expensive here. So, I'll tell you what I did order. I believe that I ordered 2 different types of nootropics in powder form, I believe. And then 4 bottles of different SARM type substances, like a YK11, Rad 140, MK 677, and Carterin, I think. So let's see if we've got this. And whenever I do the review on leavingweakness.com, I'll probably throw up a PDF picture or a JPEG of the order so everybody can see that it kind of coincided with each other. So anyways, right off the bat, packaging standards, not as impressive as, say, Amino Asylum. Amino Asylum usually boxes and then wraps it with a USPS first priority. This is in just a standard padded envelope. I mean, it is padded and it does work. It would be protective as, you know, UPS man or FedEx man or whatever just threw it on the ground. It would still be protective, just not nearly as much protection as some of us may like. So as far as what this costs to ship, now, I'm not familiar with Easy Post. I imagine they're like Stamps.com. I'm very familiar with Stamps.com. That's what I use in some of my other business endeavors, as well as like Leaving Weakness whenever I do subscription winners, when I do the giveaways and stuff that I do. I use Stamps.com. Now, I will tell you, on Stamps.com, using this, shipping to pretty much anywhere in the mainland USA, this wouldn't cost any more than $4 to ship. Probably close to like $2.75 or $3. And this package here probably cost 20 to 30 cents to buy, because they're probably buying huge ass loads of these. So as far as overall impressions of the shipping materials, I mean, it's nothing special at all here. So now, I will tell you, and it's commercial shipping in Zone 3, and this is a 14-ounce package. So I believe as long as it's under 15.9 on USPS, you know, you still get that lower rate where you don't have to upgrade this to like a priority mail. So this barely got that cheaper packaging. If I had probably bought one other thing, it would have been upgraded to like the $8 USPS mailer, which is like this, which would be like a 2-day priority mailer there. So this is pretty cheap materials here. So let's get into opening this bitch up. So it is padded here. Oh, hey, what do you know? So I've got some good stuff in here. Make sure that doesn't have my damn address in here. No, it doesn't. So here is, actually it does have my address in here, so I will actually pull that up to where you all can't see it. So order number is right here, batch number, the date that I ordered it, and shipping was the free shipping option that I chose. Now, on here, what all did I order here? I ordered NSI 189, 1 gram, that's a nootropic. Chloruracetam 1 gram, that's a nootropic. Also ordered a combo pack version of YK11 plus GW 501516. On there, one of the things that I do like about CHEMYO so far is they give you like these combo deals on their website to where if you buy certain chemicals together, it's a little bit cheaper. It's like a 15% discount rather than just buying them separately. They did include 1 dropper, and then also did the Rad 140 and MK 677 value pack. Again, there's the save 10% bundle type package there. And one thing that I don't like looking at this is the fact that there's only 1 fucking dropper in here. Now, with the amino guys, like they include like several droppers. For, like if however many bottles you get, they're going to include a dropper for each one. But I understand this is another way for them to help save on raw material costs. Now, it does look like they are a pretty large organization, because there is a barcode right here that I imagine is some sort of inventory management or something that they print out that someone scans with some sort of handheld inventory device or tracker that scans the order so they can pull it in their warehouse. Again, I used to be a branch manager for a vending company that was really, really big, and we use things like this with the handheld devices in our warehouse, pulling products and things like that. So, a company doesn't, just looking at that, that's the vibe I get. And it even says right here, batch pick list. So, for a research chemical company to be utilizing things like this says a lot about them. You don't get this fucking big by being a shitty company. So there's that. All right, so the package. Let's, we got the padded. My kids love stepping on these, but let's see what all's in here. Chloruracetam, NSI 189 phosphate. There's my single disposable syringe. This is the same type of disposable oral syringe, and this is not a needle syringe. This is a regular, like, oral style syringe. This is the same exact brand that AminoSalem uses. It's got a lure slip in it. So, and all right, here's the good stuff. And that is all that's in there. And this is exactly what I ordered. So, Rad 140, YK11, MK 677, and GW 501516. And we're going to just make sure everything matches up on our packing list, because sometimes you get shit from companies and it's not what you ordered. So, or they leave something out. So, 1 NSI, check. 1 chloruracetam, check. We got a YK plus a GW combo pack. We got our dropper, which on their site, you do not have to order this dropper. This comes with your order automatically. And then lastly, we've got the Rad 140 and MK 677 value pack. So, all right, let's talk about the SARMs and liquids first before we go into that stuff. So, Let's see, first overall impressions, you know, definitely sounds like they're using PEG 400 or propylene glycol as a solvent. Now this one seems a little bit more liquidy or viscous off the top, but yeah, everything looks very nicely packaged. They're using a foil label here that has that metallic foil, and I can tell you from having done things like this in the past, in having certain businesses, that this is a really high quality label. Now, some people kind of give me shit saying, well, it's not the quality of the label that matters, it's the quality of the stuff that's inside. Well, no shit. But if a company has good impression, overall first impression with the quality of their packaging and their label, then they're more than likely going to be putting that same amount of effort into what's actually inside of this, okay? So these are expensive labels. I'll tell you, these labels probably cost between 60 cents and $1 a piece, depending on how much that they're getting. If you got something like this, made it and order it through the Avery printing service, not the you do it at home stuff, but where they do the customized printing. If you ordered probably less than 1,000 of these, these would probably run you right at 70 cents a piece, which might not sound like a lot, but when you're trying to run a profitable business, every penny counts. So, very nice packaging here. Now let's look at the labels. We got the GW 501, 516, got their company logo on here so you know exactly where you're getting it from. I do like the DNA or molecular structure stuff that they have kind of going on here. You know, every one of these has a nice consistency to them. They all have that same labeling system, which I really like. You know, it's definitely like has that brand feel to it, and I like consistency. So on here, disclaimer: CHEMYO's products are intended for laboratory research purposes only. Hey, great, because that's what I'm doing right here. So got my petri dish, so I'm a verified researcher here. Let's see here. Material facts. They have it right here. I like this because they have the chemical name GW 501, 516, also known as Cardarin. And then they have the CAS number. A lot of companies don't do that. So you can actually look this up by the CAS number. And then the physical form, solution in PEG 400. So PEG 400 is a type of glycol. PEG basically stands for polyethylene glycol 400, and I've actually got some of that here. I mean, you know, you can buy it in big ass jugs of the shit, but PEG is a little bit different from propylene glycol. They're two different solvents, but they're very similar to each other. Now, PEG is a food safe substance. PEG 400 is, as well as the propylene glycol. I think PEG 400, they use it in a lot of like vaping type stuff. But that's kind of like the industry standard for like suspending research chemicals in. Let's see, storage. Stored at room temperature, minimize exposure to heat, light, and air. Manufactured for CHEMYO, LLC. So CHEMYO probably, because they have this on here, they're probably not manufacturing there at their facility. They're probably having this privately manufactured, which whoever's manufacturing for them, congratulations, because you're probably fulfilling a lot of unit orders for them and making a shitload of money. And then I like here, this is very good idea. They have a QR code. So if you don't know what a QR code is, this crazy little thing that you can scan with your phone. If you have the app, I think now iPhones, you don't even have to have an app, and you can take a picture of this and it will scan it, and it will have all of their third-party testing reports allegedly come up. Very cool. And they've got a barcode here as well, probably for them to utilize when they're pulling these orders. They probably have to scan the barcode on this to ensure inventory integrity. So very cool. And on here, research use only, not for human consumption. This is a 50 milliliter product here. I think that's everything that's on there. Now, let's take a look. This does not have an additional seal on it. Actually, it does. Look at that. Very cool. This has got a tamper-resistant seal. Very good quality there. I was thinking that I was going to twist this off and boom, it was going to be oozing out here right off the bat. Let's see if all these have that going on there. Yeah, they do so far. Bitchin'. Cool. So let's get into one of these. Now I will tell you, I've pretty much used and utilized every single SARM you could probably think of that's available to the mainstream. And I will tell you, the two that have the most, I would say, like, smell or taste, even though you're not supposed to taste this stuff, is MK677 and S23. MK677, I mean, it tastes like chemical warfare, and it has a very particular smell. Now, I shook this before I opened it up, and it is a little bit on the foamy side. Yep, that's the MK. I can smell it. MK has a very, very specific smell, and I've actually know that is MK because I actually have some raw MK677 right here to play with in my lab, and I'll smell it just to make sure, but I know exactly what that smells like. Yep, the same thing. Now, you all want to see quality of the solution. This is in a PEG solution, so there should not be any sediment or any shit floating around in this. So let's take a look here at what we got. So, very nice, clear, no sediment, nothing floating around in there. Very, very nice. Very good quality. Like, they're definitely have a very good manufacturing company producing this for them. Very, very good job there. Very good job. Very impressed with that. So let's check on some of the other ones here. Let's do... Now, Rad 140, this is my favorite of all the SARMs. I love this shit. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, that is a little bit thicker there. So, yeah, much, much thicker. So, what they've probably done is this is probably a higher concentration. And some people might think, well, they probably cut it, you know, they cut the MK, that's why it's more watery than the Rad 140. But I'll tell you, you know, Rad 140, I believe it has a higher molecular weight, so it's going to be a thicker solution depending on how they make it. So this is dosed at 10 milligrams per milliliter. So if you use the industry standard of, you know, like, what is it, bodybuilding doses are like 20 milligrams per day. So this bottle, if you use 20 milligrams per day, would last you 25 days, so you would have to pick up 2 of these. And this company has pretty good pricing. So overall, I'm really, really impressed. That's thick. That's thick. This is more thinner. So I believe this has this. Some of these probably have a higher molecular weight. Oh, actually, I can tell you why. I made a mistake. So these are all made with PEG 400. This is made with a alcohol solution. It's deionized water and ethanol, which whenever you mix a water and alcohol with a glycol, it creates a milky white substance, which now that I'm looking over here at the Petri dish, I mixed the Rad and had some left over of the MK677, and it is making some nasty white shit. So yes, whenever you mix those sort of things together, they can definitely create like a hazy, nasty fucking semen type look going on there. So gross. But yeah, so the solvents they're using are 100% legitimately what they say on the packaging. So this MK is made with a ethanol in deionized water. And these, I can tell just by hearing them, nice thick propylene glycol PEG 400, which is polyethylene glycol 400. Now, the only bitch that I have about these so far is this, honestly. I think that's a pain in the ass. I personally don't like that much. I think it kind of sucks they only throw one in there for all the stuff that I picked up. Now, I'm a bigger fan of this kind of stuff, which is what Proven Peptides used to use back in the day, even though it wasn't as high quality bottle as this. But I prefer having the twist off cap with the graduated dropper and stuff made out of glass. I really like that. It makes it more convenient for doing all this lab type research. So let's take a look at some of these nootropics here. Nice sealed bag, very, very nice quality. They have a professional bag company making this shit for them. Tested for identity and purity. 1 gram, NSI 189. This is a nootropic. Got disclaimers on here, intended for laboratory use only. They got the barcode where you can check it out and everything. And this is double sealed. Good job. So you can see the seal mark on here where they sealed it, and then I can tell that it's got the Ziploc seal on here has been sealed too. So this has a double seal. All right, what do we got in here? So there is our raw powder. Now this isn't marked, so you would definitely want to make sure that you keep this in here so it doesn't get mixed up with anything else. The only fuss that I have about this, and it's not a big one, is there's not a silica packet in there to help ensure dryness. But I mean, the thing was sealed very well, so that's kind of null and void there. And what will I do with this? I will probably suspend this with some of my lab equipment. I'll probably end up using like my magnetic stir plate right here and some small beakers, and I'll probably take some PEG and suspend that into like a solution. That way I can be a little bit more liberal as far as different dosings and things like that. So coming to the end of this opening review here, let's check out the chloroacetam. I really like the packaging quality on these powders they have. Yeah, and this, you know, very different compound. You can tell these are different compounds just by the nature of the two different powder variations. Now, I haven't tried either one of these before, so, and I am a big fan of nootropics, so I'm looking forward to experimenting with these. Damn, that's good quality label. They're using the foil labels. These probably were not cheap. Good God, that's nice. I mean, that's really a very honest surprise for a research chemical company. So overall, I'm impressed like a motherfucker with the quality of it. So you can go to leavingweakness.com. There will be a product review article up very soon where I give my thoughts on this, because I've used every one of these and I know exactly what to expect with every one of them. You know, MK677, it's one of those things, you use it, you're gonna be hungry as shit, you're gonna feel lethargy throughout the day if you use it during the day, deep sleep, tastes like chemical warfare, very identifiable taste on that one. YK11, you blow up on this stuff, it's a myostatin inhibitor. And, you know, when I use this in my research, I typically pack on some weight real quick, you know, good kind of weight, but I also, my joints kind of feel slightly weakened for a few days, but that typically goes away. So again, you know, that's what I expect there. GW516, you know, this, I mean, I love this compound. I've used it for years. All that shit about the cancer stuff, it's bullshit. I got an article on Leaving Weakness about it. You know, they were using a tumor accelerator with the rat studies where they found that. So they wonder why the rats got damn tumor cancer or cancerous tumors on them. So, and they were giving them crazy doses too. So this is a great compound, and know exactly what this feels like being on that. It's like exercise in a bottle is what some people call it. I think that's a bit stretch there, but love Carterin. And then my favorite compound other than testosterone is Rad 140. I love this stuff. You know, when you use this, I mean, it just amplifies. I mean, this is a great anabolic. I mean, the fucking anabolic ratio on this thing is 90-1. So it's like the most powerful, all the damn SARMs, other than maybe S23. But after like 2 or 3 days of using this, you will feel a slight elevation in aggression in your lab rat, as well as almost nootropic-like qualities, because this is actually being studied as a possible treatment for Alzheimer's because of the way that it affects the androgen receptors in the brain, which I have an article on leavingweakness.com for that too. So overall, I'm very impressed. I will say the kind of a cheaper packaging, you know, as far as the postal packaging here. I would have liked to see like a small box or something like that, especially considering this is $300 worth of stuff. But this will suffice. I mean, it got here intact. I know how the mail system works, and you saw me throw it down on the table, and everything came out here fine. So nothing to worry about there. Again, the only real bitch that I have so far about the quality is only one of these goddamn fucking syringes. So wish they would have included 4 in here. That would have been nice, but it's no big deal because honestly, I'll probably end up using one of these 2, you know, and transfer it over just because it can make things go faster. And, you know, the other thing is I don't typically, you know, my lab rat does not typically take these orally the same way that other people do. My lab rat actually utilizes these 000 capsules and puts them in these capsules that you can actually pop open, and they'll hold like a whole like 1.5 milliliters of liquid in here. And you know, you can put them where they need to go real quick. I think if it's a PEG type solution or oil-based solution, I think you got 2 or 3 minutes before it starts breaking down the capsule. Water or alcohol based, I mean, you got like 30 seconds before it starts breaking it down. So I utilize these because my lab rat does not like the way this shit tastes. So overall, very impressed. I will tell you, I have entered into the affiliate program with this company. And I will tell you all that if you all want to get a discount on any of this stuff, you can use the 10% off coupon code, which is leavingweakness10. We'll get you a small discount on this stuff. So again, that's leavingweakness10. Should get you 10% off of anything that they have. So hopefully this will kind of shed some light on what to expect from this company. Overall, I'm very impressed. I think this is some pretty good quality shit, and look forward to researching this further. Y'all link down below the video with links to the site, podcast, and links to sources and various discounts and things like that. Do keep in mind, these are research chemicals, not intended for human consumption. I do not support the use of research chemicals like SARMs in human use. This is for Petri dish research only, and with your, not even for your lab rats, just your test tubes and stuff. So don't use this shit in your bodies. It's just not good, whatever. That's my disclaimer. Just for the sake of science is what all this is, but good quality science materials here. Subscribe if you want to see, you know, be notified of more research videos like this where we do these box opening videos. Appreciate you all watching. Again, Leaving Weakness 10 on CHEMYO.com. 10% off, guys. We'll talk to you all later.